Like a sun that melts away, felt your love light me up the way. Your steady presence, come what may, always brightens up my day. Yeah, the world keeps spinning it round and round, but this love was built on solid ground. Nothing shakes the love we found. Standing here side by side, love like a legend, set the world on fire. Love like a legend, taking it higher. Love like a legend, watch how we inspire. Love like a legend, build the love empire.
All right, I'm gonna play the entire song right now because I've been wanting to all weekend. So I'm just gonna fast forward just a little bit where we
Love
just
the
were.
ending. We're gonna rock out the ending.
I'm gonna go to the middle so we don't have to listen to the whole thing.
Build the love empire. Walk through shadows deep and cold, stories that were left untold. Face the doubts that tried to bite, but held each other through the night. Yeah, the world keeps spinning it round and round, but this love was built on solid ground. Nothing shakes the love we found. Standing here side by side, love like a legend, set the world on fire. Love like a legend, taking it higher. Love like a legend, watch how we inspire. Love
All right, here comes my favorite part. Get ready to rock out.
build the love empire.
That's so good. To me, it's so good.
There's a little morning coffee for you, a little more rockin' coffee.
Rockin' Sunday.
Rockin' Sunday. Hello, 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 everybody.
Kids, thanks for
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah.
Finding us on a Sunday morning.
Oh my gosh, so good, so good. Are we spotlighted?
Oh, we probably should be.
Welcome to the Heart Lounge, sometimes also called the Love Lounge. This is the place where we get kind of like little Sunday church in a way. We get to hang out and talk about love and
Integrate.
from the weekend and share what's alive for you.
And even if you are just joining us now for the first time and you've just joined us today, that's all good. We'd love to hear about what you've been integrating from your week. Maybe you've been traveling, maybe you've been at other workshops, maybe whatever you're doing. This is all about connecting and bringing forth all the things that are here. What we have found in our many years of shaman work and working with healers and other practitioners is that integration is the key to everything. If you're not integrating, you are not, you're just still going backwards.
Or you're chasing peak experiences, right? And then you're on this like looking for the next high, and then instead of taking the things that have been given to you, the gifts, the fruits, the value that has been given to you in any experience, and digesting it and giving it a chance to really settle into your body, embodying it, settling it into your nervous system, taking time to look at, okay, this is there's all this information, there's all this great wisdom, but how does that apply to me? How does that apply to us? And how do we actually choose the next best step, the next best thing that we can put into practice, put into play? Because otherwise, what happens tomorrow? Monday, it's Monday, and you wake up and the email box is full, or the kids are off to school, or whatever's going on. And it can be, I know for us, and I'm sure for so many of you, I'm guessing for probably, if not all of you, life is very full, life is very rich, and it's easy to just get caught on the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and not really carry through the things that have been shown or activated or investigated this weekend or at any time. So that's what this session is that opportunity for us to hear from each other, to share what did we get from the weekend. And if you are just joining us for the first time, you'll get to get an experience of where we've been on this journey. We've covered a lot of ground, and ultimately the bottom line message of everything that we've done this whole weekend is that there is no one way to do relationship except doing it alone. We don't want you to have to do relationship alone. It takes a village. It takes a community. It takes being surrounded by people that are up to big things and that are equally committed to the path of love and evolution and upgrading how we do this thing called relationship. There's so many quotes about this in the world. Like if you're an entrepreneur, you probably heard this in 1,000,001 business events, but you are the mean sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most. And normally they're talking about money, right? It's your money frequency. But that applies to all types of frequencies because your environment is so influential on your life. And environment will always trump your willpower.
Always. And
Always.
there's science to back it up.
Mm-hmm. And so being in containers, communities, groups like this, where you get to be called up, called out, called into a new way of being in your life that is more enjoyable, really, less hard because you can lean into, we like to refer to Eden world as the coupledom, right? Leaning into the coupledom allows us all to have that strength, that foundation to be able to do the things in our relationships that may otherwise feel really scary or really hard, or maybe we just don't know to have those kinds of conversations. Another really important thing I'll say is, I think this might be an Esther Perel quote. I'm not sure who the origins. I've heard it from a bunch of different authors and luminaries out there. But it's basically that, the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our relationships. I mean, think about that. It's not about the quality of our sheets, although that does help.
I mean, that definitely.
That really helps. It's about the quality.
Anybody ever had bad sheets? They had to replace.
Scratchy sheets, or yeah. But really, it is about the quality of our relationships. Everything on this planet, all of us are here because somebody had a relationship to some degree with someone else that then made us, and how then they worked that relationship imprinted on you, how you worked your relationships.
And I heard from so many of you over the weekend here in different shares and groups and things like that, that your goal is to not do what your parents did in your relationship. Like many of us are that way. My parents are amazing. I love them. We hang out with them often, and I don't want their relationship. Like it's awesome and it worked for them, but I mean, oh my goodness. I think I probably would have already been dead many years ago because I wouldn't have been able to handle it because it's restricted. Like they've stopped growing and they're like, nope, this is where it's going to be, and we're going to just stay here, and we're happy the way this is, and we don't want to ruffle it too much.
We're happy.
Yeah, and they are, and they really are.
They're more, what's the word? Not status quo. They're I don't know what the word is. They're complacent. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Like the point is like that.
They're not over the moon.
Yeah, they're not over the moon.
Not over the moon.
Yeah.
They're content. Content. That's
Content.
the word I was looking for. They are content.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. It's to each their own, and I'm super grateful that they're still together, that they still love each other, that they're cranking out their life and they're happy there. And I know that there's so much more that they could have had if they just dared to dream, dared to live into what we're all creating here, dare to be like, you know what? I do want to be loved more. I do want to be loved deeper. I do want to have the sex life that I believe I can have. And you know what? It's not up to her to give me the sex. It's up to me to become the thing that I want so that she's like, hell yeah. And that's such a weird thing for me. It's taken so many years to be like, oh, wow, no matter what, no matter where I go, I am creating the reality that I'm seeing. And even though it looks like it's them over and over again, damn it, it's still me that's holding on to this thing that's creating this reality. I've seen it over and over again with us. And I've thought that she's not the turned on sexy one, but I'm actually the one that's really like shut down and tamping down on our sexuality and freedom. But it's like, but
Imagine
it
what it's
really looks like her every time. It really does, but it's really me.
it's so easy.
Can anyone relate? Am I the only one
Sure.
here? Can anyone relate that that's okay? Thank God. Whew. Thank
Somebody-
you, Rob. I thought it was just me. Great.
Oh, yeah. So welcome once again. And again, for those of you that have not yet met us, we're Rono and Sierra. So hello, good to have you
So,
here.
yeah, welcome.
Mhm.
So we're going to start with a little bit of journaling, and this whole love lounge is to again reflect and integrate. The more we mentioned this earlier a couple sessions ago, but there's this great book out called 10x is easier than 2x, and it's Dan Sullivan, and I forget the author that co-wrote it with him.
Hardy, was it?
Something Hardy, yeah, Dr. Hardy. And
Hardy
the
Hard.
whole point of the book, really, at the end of the day, and there's another book they have called The Gap and the Gain. But when you look at the gap between the things that you want in your life and the things that you have, it's a gigantic chasm. It's this huge thing that you're never going to be able to get to. And the problem is that most people live in this gap, and we're always like, someday, or when I'll get this, or I'll have the relationship, or I'll call in the man, but it's so far away because you're comparing it to some future thing that you'll never reach. So that's where we, as humans, we're just constantly driving and driving and driving, and we never get there because we're always trying to get to this gap that's always moving. It never comes closer. It's continually moving. And so the gain, Gain, is when you look actually at your past. And this is the first time I've ever heard anybody say your past is good. But this is like, if you look at all of the things that you have done in your life, and the things that you never thought possible that you actually created, that was when you 10x'd yourself. You went from the 2x living of just like bumpa-dumpa-dumpa-do, here I am in my life, to you quantum leaped to that new thing. Getting married is sometimes a 10x experience because you go from this one type of person to this new type of relationship, and it's completely different. It's a whole new world that you're living in. And so what we're doing here is we're reflecting on where we've been, not only just this weekend, but perhaps this past year. And where do you want to go this coming year? Where do you want to be in your relationship? And how can we look at the lessons that we've learned over this weekend? I learned a ton by some of the shares this weekend.
Oh my God.
I love this community.
The Rockstar interviews were so illuminating.
So illuminating.
This weekend, just from the room alone, last night in the Epic Basics, the Epic 101, there was some really really great wisdom shared about creativity and eroticism. I got a lot of takeaways.
I got so much. I
Some of
can't
you were
wait
there.
to-
Some of you shared. Thank you for those beautiful nuggets.
Yeah, and I almost shared your name, but that's not what we're doing because confidential. I didn't get permission. So, but you know who you are. So thank
You know who you are.
Yeah, so we're gonna do about 5 minutes, and we'll throw up some journal music as well.
And I just want to take them on a little moment to tap in for a second before
Tap
we do.
in first, and then
Yeah,
then we'll go to these questions,
Yep.
and then great. Okay,
Yeah,
go for
exactly.
it.
So before we go pen to paper, just take a little ride with me. And if you are here for the first time and you weren't fully on the ride, that's totally fine. You're just going to find yourself on the ride. So if you don't mind, if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. Just get yourself settled and connect into your breath, wherever your breath is, just noticing your body, noticing your breath. Feeling a second to be with just you and your physicality, the life force of your breath that's moving through you. I want you to just take a moment to find something from, ideally from this weekend or this moment or this journey, why you signed up, why you decided to be a part of this. Maybe something about your partner if you can't think of anything, but I want you to find something to feel really grateful for, really appreciative of, something somebody said or somebody did, something you learned. You can even be grateful for yourself for even just getting up and getting out of bed and getting here. Just take a moment to fill your heart with that gratitude. Hmm. It takes something. It takes something to show up. It takes something to get on these Zooms. It takes something to make space for these conversations, these experiences. So you did that this weekend. You did that. You're doing that right now. It's a lot to be grateful for in that. I'm grateful. Thank you for showing up, for your willingness to be on this evolutionary relationship journey with us. Now I want you to just scan through from the moment this rockstar as a relationship came into your field, came into your awareness, flashed across your screen, caught you with a video, an ad, a friend, an email, whatever, however you found your way here. Why don't you just take that moment, start at that moment, and then drop into what is it that you felt called toward? What was the thing that had you go, I'm gonna take my time to be here? What was that spot? Just feel into that. Feel into that truth of what it is that you felt resonant, that resonant frequency, that resonant field. You're like, oh yeah, that really speaks to me. That's the thing that I've been feeling. That's the thing that I couldn't put my finger on before, but now I can. Now I'm clearer. Maybe that was something that happened this weekend. Maybe that was a conversation or a connection that you got in a room with another beloved or two. Maybe that was from an activation that fired you up and had you go, wow, I needed that. I needed that juice. I needed that boost. Maybe it was just dancing to the Rockstars theme song, just going, woof, yeah, music, fun, laughter, joy. Yes, yes, more of that. I needed that. That's why I'm going to give just a moment. I'll be quiet to just find a spot from the moment you saw this journey, saw this invitation to this moment right now, right here, right now, and feel into what has had the most activation for you thus far. Mm. And if you have it, whatever it is, best thought, first thought, best thought, whatever's there, might even be just a feeling. And you just breathe that in for a few more breaths, just taking it in, letting your body really anchor that. Really invite it in. Trust that that piece, that thing is going to carry you in some way into a new way of being around how you relate to yourself, how you relate to your beloved, your partner, the people you love, things you care about, your missions, your projects. Just breathe that in, allowing each and every one of us, imagining all of us in this moment, breathing that in, connecting our hearts, connecting the field, connecting the love. Oof. Let that fill you up. Let that anchor and ground you. Let that remind you, just by showing up to a community such as this, what's possible. You belong here. We're so happy that you found resonance. Take one more breath in your own time. Just sigh it out. Before you open your eyes, just notice if there anything might be a little different than when you arrived. Just where you're feeling now. And then whenever you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And we're going to invite you into a little journaling. You can journal what you just got. And there are some prompts in the chat if you want to read them.
Yeah. So what shifted in your understanding of relationships? How you relate to yourself, your partner, or your future partner? What's shifted? What's one thing you know you'll do differently from this moment forward? I got a couple, but what's one?
Start with one.
Yeah. What's different about being here in this field, held in this container, compared to the places you usually live, work, and relate? It's important that we are aware of the energies, as we mentioned. Environment will trump your willpower. So we want to make sure that you're always looking at, I wonder why I feel so funky here. This is a whole different space. So what's different about being here in this field? And how has this space felt different for you? So those are the prompts. We're gonna put on some music and we'll give you 5 minutes. I'll even start a timer and figure that out. But first I'll start the music and here we go. About 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. 30 seconds.
Okay. So can always be finishing up, as we go, but now we want to hear from a bunch of you actually to find out, what has it been like to be in this kind of a conversation?
Yeah, what's different for you?
What is specifically different for you? And I am very curious for those of you that, especially those of you that are new, members, you can absolutely share. We'd love to hear from you as well. But anybody that's new, when you do share, I would love to hear what has felt different about being here. So share your whatever you feel called to share about your aha or what you're taking away or what's going to be different. And I'm curious to know what feels different about this experience, this community. So just use the hand raise feature, and we'd love to hear what's in the room. We all learn as those of you who've been hearing us speak all weekend long. The drum that I've been beating is that this is peer to peer, and we learn from each other. That is the biggest yumminess about this community. All right. Hello,
Right.
you two.
Amisu,
You've been rocking it the whole weekend with us.
I was like, oh, us who? Me?
Us?
For me, yesterday, I mean, honestly, every day has had real gems, but the first thing that came to my mind was yesterday, the breakout room. What was the woman that you had the queens in with? What was her name?
Oh, Katie Phillips.
Katie. Oh, I love her workbook so much, and it provided it's just something that I felt really familiar with. It's like my niche already, something that I've been doing for a while, but it brought me back to this place where that knowing that you can really have whatever you want. You can manifest the type of relationship you want. I think for me, it was so fun getting into this is my dream relationship. This is my dream man, dream life. And I did that before Misu came into my life. And then I'm like, what the fuck? This was supposed to be my dream relationship. And it really does mark off most of the boxes. And then we had all that turmoil, and I'm like,
I feel you, man.
Yeah, I'm like, this is so weird. I thought this was supposed to work out. And then it really reminded me that, first of all, it's not working out. And that the things that feel like they're not working out are just reflections of something already existing inside of me. And having a conscious partner to work through it, it's like, I don't know, not blaming the mistakes that he's made or that I've made, but working on them together, knowing that I'm reflecting some of his shadow, he's reflecting some of mine, and we're still building. So it was really fun to get back into it was calling in and claiming it as already yours. And I went into this, and it wasn't even the type of relationship, it was me, the type of person I am. And in that, the type of relationship that I'm attracting, the type of friendships and all of that. And that was really empowering for me to get back to that space where I'm like, oh, I can still do this. It's not over because we're here.
It's just started.
It's just, you're just
getting
started.
It's really fun.
Wow.
For me, I mean, there's been a lot of aha moments or things that I'm definitely going to use. I'll say from the first day when you guys had Kenya come, and then showing the different way to vent, like setting the container in that way, because usually she's like, there's never no like set the containers, like we are going to talk about this. I could be like, what, 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
So,
like, I haven't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, and I might get defensive. Like that would be something for me. I always feel attacked, but like with that type of framework and model, it allows me to just see it for what it is and not get defensive and just be able to hold space and take that in, you know. So that was very helpful. I definitely like the epic date night, you know, and I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be kind of cool to really like explore, you know, a little deeper. And
something that you've said that I think might benefit other people listening too is when we were talking about Kenya, it was that hard for me to be like, you've done nothing wrong.
mm-hmm.
But how she explained, that's what you're offering. You're offering this as an exchange. Like you're bringing space for him who's going to be offering something to you too. So the exchange of like, you've done nothing wrong, inviting him to be doing what I need from him too. So like that was really eye-opening for us.
Yeah, and definitely thank you guys for all you do, and this is beautiful.
Yeah, we're so
my
grateful you both are
goodness, you
here.
too. I got chills a couple times, both of you sharing, like, wow, way to show up, do the work, receive the medicine, put it to action in real time. Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you, you both are
Yeah, that's
modeling.
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yay.
Thanks for
Let's take a
sharing.
deep breath for you too.
All right, let's
And
go over.
I want to say
Oh,
one quick thing,
please go
just a
for it.
general thing for everybody. You know, those two spoke about it so beautifully, but
Whoops, wrong spotlight.
we you hear like, you know, your partner can push your buttons more than anybody else. But the whole thing about the button is it's your button. If you don't want your partner to push your button, you got to get rid of the button. Because that button is there for them to push because you've called them
They
in.
can't help it. They're like, ooh, that's so shiny.
So we can't help it. We attract, you know, especially when we want to grow ourselves. We're going, and even if we don't, people that are maybe unconscious about this too, we still attract the people that are going to show us the spots within ourselves that need tending to, that need more love, that need more awareness. And so that button is because of those spots. So get rid of the button, right?
Get rid of the button.
Get rid of the button.
All right, let's take
We're gonna push it.
a breath from you soon.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's
All right,
go over
yeah,
to
Yvette
Yvette.
and Thomas. Hi.
Hi. This weekend has been incredible. I know my husband was away. He was working, but he is here today. I'm not going to show
Ooh.
him because he's kind of indisposed, but he is listening. So that was intentional on my
What's
part. I
up,
wanted to
Thomas?
just saying hi to you, babe. You
I'll go for
want to
it.
show your face real quick?
Oh,
It's
look
good to meet you.
at this.
Hey, but you know what? This weekend showed me, or well, what I discovered was that I'm not connected in the way in which I thought, and it identified room for improvement and an understanding of why this is my truth. And so I'm learning to give myself grace, but also that sense of awareness that is so vital, that is so important in relationship. I'm also a relationship facilitator or coach, and I'm also a mental health counselor. So I get to work with people all the time, and I'm passionate about working with couples and working with families because I understand that there is a need there, right? And we need to be transparent, we need to be honest, but we also need to remember that we need to be connected. And sometimes in our connection, there's disconnection. And so, as we understand that, right, and we have grace for ourselves, for our partners, for our family members, we get a chance to dive in and do the work. Look at some things that may not be um, nice to look at or may not feel good. But you know what? Let's do it anyway because we are committed. And I think that that is so vital. That is so important. And that was one of the reasons why I was happy to be here, even though my husband was working, because I still wanted to be connected in that way and then get an opportunity, which you guys have provided an opportunity for me to understand some things. And that was amazing. So moving forward, I'm going to consider things from all directions and be intentional about the energy I put out into the universe. And that is my relationship, having more appreciation and less complaints. And also, what's different about being here in this field, in this container? This is a community of love, trust, togetherness in this container, right? And I enjoy the commonalities and the uniqueness of this journey at this time and space. And so, how did it feel different for me? This energy is healing and it's all encompassing, and I feel connected. And I just want to thank you guys. You're doing an amazing job, and I feel honored to be here. So thank you,
Mm.
thank you, thank you. And it was fun too.
Oh, yeah.
We promised it'd be fun, right? So I'm glad it was.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Yvette, thank you so much. And thank you for the work you're doing in the world and both, what you're bringing to couples and families and how you're modeling it by showing up and being in these conversations and community with us. It's like we are always growing and learning and all of us together. And I'm so glad we were able to hold you because you hold so many. And that is, we're the holding field. We're like the holders of the holders here. So I so
Yes,
appreciate you being here and all that you just shared. Oh, lovely to meet you and lovely to meet Thomas.
thank
And
you.
Thomas,
Yeah.
you now have a witness. We heard that she is going to be more loving and connected and what was the word specific? I already forgot, but we've got other witnesses here.
Yeah, she just has to tap into the gifts that she has.
Yeah.
She has some amazing gifts.
Beautiful. Well, it was
Yeah.
proclaimed here, and so
Yes, so it is.
All
Oh,
righty.
deep breath for you too again. Oh, so good, so good.
here. I got so many choices.
I know.
Let's see. Remove spotlight.
Is our tech holder here now?
Probably. Let me see.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Did you take?
Thanks.
You probably need to be added in.
given an admin.
There he is.
One second.
Add-
Here we
make-
go. Oh, he's already
Must
co-host.
already be-
All right, you're co-host.
So
Okay,
could-
cool.
Who are we bringing up next? Let's see here.
We'll go Mary and Joel, and then we'll go Kristen and Michael.
Great. Marion and Joel, and then Kristen and Michael.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
Hello, hello. There we go.
Hello.
Marianne had a prior commitment for the day, but
I'm back.
But
Oh, nice. Right in time.
She's always gone and then always there somehow.
But you know what? I guess I would liken this to, we've all had an experience, I'm sure, like going outside and seeing the most gorgeous sunset. Or if you've traveled, to the beach or the mountains or something that's just, you can't describe it, and yet it has such a profound influence. And so, like, what's come up for me behind the scenes with all these different, the sharings and all, is that it's important for me to take the time to just be in the moment. And I don't think my HDAD and my type A personality means I get up in the morning and I'm like that little puppy dog running around doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And I haven't invested the time in my bride just to be together. And sometimes it's okay just to be together and sit and talk and not have the TV on and not be distracted by life. And so that's something that it's just kind of a groundswell in the background for me.
And I say, amen, brother.
Yes. That's that connection she's looking for. Oh, so good. Wow, that's big, Joel. I really, really feel you on that.
And how many years have you two been together?
Well, let's see, married for 43, together for 44 and a half. Yeah.
Some hands.
Right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about you both, you may or may not be the same or similar ages as my parents, somewhere within a decade of each other, a little younger, but like somewhere between them and us. And again, I'm not trying to put my parents down because they're amazing. I love them so much, but you both have continued to grow, and you've been a part of Eden for 4 or 5 years now. And you could just be like, hey, we're done. We're going to retire soon. We're just going to live out our lives. But you're both committed to still having the best relationship 40 some odd years in. Like, why do you do that? Like, what's that about for you? Like, why is that important to keep growing and learning even now, so many years in?
I guess it's kind of like if you're driving a car and you take your foot off the gas, unless you're going down a hill, what happens?
Ooh.
car will stop. So I guess, and you know, we're two different, very different people, and Marianne is so able and engaged in her self-development sphere that it's a little overwhelming to me sometimes, you know. But I realize that's not a negative. That's who she is. Support her, you know, as best I can. And oh, by the way, you can learn some shit too, right? So yeah. So I mean, that's it. And and I'll admit that through a stage, I was a heavy drinker, and I took my foot off the gas in our relationship for too long. So you know, life is short. It's time to get back on the horse. Time to get back in there and rebuild trust. Right? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Such an honor to have you both here.
For me, I'm very aware that who I am today is different than who I was yesterday or last month or 40 years ago. And so I want us to be able to connect on who we are today and keep growing together and keep reinventing ourselves in the best possible way. So.
And she's a master of reinventing, advertising executive when I married her.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, got tired of that, came home and said, I want to retire, you know, in her 40s. And of course, you know, she made more money than me. And it was like, well, what do we do? You know, but it's just part of that life story. You evolve, you adapt. And if you've got the right mindset and the right tools and the right people around you, I think it bodes well for success.
Well said. Thank you, you too. Thanks for showing up and keeping that foot on the gas.
Yeah. We love having you.
That's a great metaphor. Oh,
in the sanctuary.
yeah,
It's having
so
you
great having you. All right,
let's go to
deep breath.
Deep breath. Thank you for the reminder. Sarah's been reminding me to slow down all weekend, so it's good. All right, let's go over to Kristen and Michael.
Good.
These two rock stars.
What's up, Rockstars?
Rockstars.
Hey.
We're like, who's gonna go first? Like, mine's better than yours. I bet it is. What you got?
Actually, mine's great. It kind of piggybacks a little bit on what Joel was talking about, in that he's this Energizer bunny in the morning to just go, go, go. But what's really been apparent for me in this weekend, and I so appreciate you guys for putting this together, and that's about bringing awareness to pace. And to put that as a real world thought. So Chris and I it's her birthday weekend and her stepdad's birthday. And so we're doing a brunch that is going to start in
15 minutes.
Yeah. and so we've been prepping and we've been getting ready and all the stuff. And now it's like, shift gears, shift the pace. And the thing is, in relationship, we often don't do that. And when we don't, things are flying by so fast. It's like driving. It's good to have your gas on the pedal, but not so fast that you don't have a chance to take in what is in this moment.
Right.
Slow down and enjoy this. And you guys have created this wonderful, beautiful space for us to luxuriate in the now. Really appreciate that so much.
Thank you, Michael.
That's great.
As you invited us to start journaling, what I wrote down, which I hadn't thought of before, our coupleship wants a playground. And this is a playground for our coupleship. And I was like, all these metaphors started like popping in my head. You know, we can just be the two of us out on a field and we're fine. We're happy. We're content. We're pretty dialed in. But when we've got the playground, like it takes the spinny wheel to have a whole new experience. It takes sliding down to have a new experience. It takes playing tag with other people to have experiences. Like when you have a playground that amplifies what you can do and gives you prompts and questions and conversation and thrills and laughs, like now you're in it together. And I feel that too many people don't recognize that their relationship, our coupleship needs a playground, needs a community. And how much rewarding it is for us being a part of this.
Yeah, and like you were saying earlier about the content piece, that so many people are just content. The playground allows you to go from content to ecstatic. And it's not about chasing that next high, another thing that you mentioned there, but it's about, this is life. I'm in the playground now. I'm elevating and it's just juicy.
It's definitely going to resonate with you.
Let's play. And you know, there's that whole side, which the analogy is fun and excitement and togetherness. And being in this weekend and being prompted by the experts and participating has allowed me to go deep in myself, and then, you know, bringing it up to Michael and being like, you know, I really learned something. I'm so excited to share this with you. Are you open to listen to what I've uncovered about me? And that really has been one of the most enlightening things in this journey for me, and being in a conscious couple and in a community that helps guide, is the better I am in my relationship with Michael, the more I'm learning about myself. And I really feel like the truest, most free, aligned, in touch with Krista version, which is, I find very wonderful, because I've fallen in the trap before of being in a relationship where you like take on the other person, and it seems like a fine line. It is a fine line, and to learning how to navigate that, to be so fully loving and deep, like deeper than I've ever been before, in a relationship with someone, and then seeing how that actually raises me up in my sovereignty.
Yeah, sovereignty being the key word there. Yeah, her own sovereignty, my sovereignty, and then our sovereignty as a couple. And we've really been playing with that a lot, like the king and queen energy of that. And you guys just emulate that and just exude that.
Takes jumping in the playground. Like, what we can do together is only so much. But the juicy stuff happens when we're in this container and we're learning from each other. Oh my gosh, I've learned so many things just by people sharing what happens in their relationship, from what we were doing last night in the epic date night, to just how people are like, all I know is me until I hear from somebody else. And it's opened up a lot to be there and hold space for other people, because I always learn.
Yeah. So here's to you guys. Mimosa toast on our
Mimosa toast. Oh, that's what I was missing. It's just
birthday. So
I think I did it wrong.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes, and happy birthdays all around.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, you know, just want to keep you up here for a moment, a little bit longer, because a couple things. One, you said it so well. This is we can't do it alone. It does take a village. I know you're going to be on the Takes a Village panel later. We're going to dive more into exactly what you just shared. But I love that metaphor of the playground, like where you do get to play more, learn more, grow more. You got somebody else when somebody's tired of pushing you on the swing. Hey, come here. Can you keep pushing me on the swing? You know, or, you know, whatever it is. But it is about this 360 of a mirror that we can see ourselves through, because other people have brought their visibility. I love what you just said. Like, I only know me. And I get to know not just other parts of me is reflected, but I get to know more what's possible for me when somebody else, like yesterday in the epic, when somebody shared about they saw their whole life as erotic, right? Because it's so joyful and playful and yummy. And I was like, oh, I did not have that lens about life. I had boxed in erotic over here. And right. And that was,
and you used to have erotic as gross
and then
and disgusting.
Now I've come from there to here to here.
So to me, this is like music to my ears, because she's like, I have an erotic life. I'm like, what? Yay! This is that thing that we shared wherever we shared it, where when you interviewed us on night one.
Yeah, on Friday night.
And we shared that the primordial miss, or the miss early on in our relationship. It was the night we fell in love, but it was also the night we shut ourselves off and started dying in our relationship. And it wasn't until almost 10 years into our relationship, as we were slowly dying because we had shut off this woman that lives life as erotic. And it doesn't mean that she's a whore, you know, just like all around.
This turned on place. Forget like sex, take sex out of it, right? Just this idea that life can be so enlivening, so exciting, so lit up, so full of life, full of chi, as Kenya said. Yeah.
So while you guys are here, because I know you have to go, because you've got guests coming over.
Birthday,
but this afternoon.
Yeah, you'll be back later.
Yes, I'll be back
Just
later.
a quick fun dinner with or
Brunch.
with family.
Yes.
So for those of you that don't know, Krista and Michael and the four of us, we are running this year something brand new called Love Like a Legends Mastermind,
Mhm.
and
You gotta sing
it's
it. You gotta go, love like a legend. Like
it's, let me turn off the original sound. I'll sing it for Wiz. So the Love Like a Legend Mastermind. So we're doing that. And what's really exciting about it is imagine yourself being in a group of 25, including the four of us,
Mhm.
couples for a whole year at retreats, monthly calls, gatherings, things like that, all year long, where we're doing what we're doing here this weekend,
But more in person.
Mhm. And more even tight knit, because it's not people coming in and coming out. It's like a small group of couples that are committed to their business, committed to their purpose, committed to having the best love. We believe that your love is the fuel source to your whole life. So speaking of a great analogy, Joel, like the gas on the pedal, if your car, your coupleship car, like the way that you love one another is how you are in relationship. So it's going to fill everything up. What would you guys say about this since we only have you for a few moments right now about the mastermind this year?
Mhm.
Yeah, oh man, we were talking about it earlier today with her sister who's here for the brunch, and it's really it's about going from good to great. Just in the simplest terms, it's that. But it's more because here's the thing, the truth of the matter is we can all get caught up in the mundane, the doing, the action that we neglect. We start to get spinning a wheel on one side. We like to use the infinity symbol. And so often we'll get caught on one side, like maybe it's work, and we're going, oh, honey, I'm working for us. I'm working so that we'll have this later. And we get so caught up there that it's an apology over on the other side instead of keeping that flow going. And when you have flow, the truth is it elevates both. Your work gets better and your relationship gets better. Your relationship gets better, your work will get better, and all of it in combination. So that's a big piece for us that we really work on and motivates us and moves us and elevates us.
Beautiful.
So well said.
designing the work that you do and how you do it, your schedule, what's important to you, with your whole big picture together. And that takes real intimacy. And we talked a lot about intimacy a lot yesterday. But the getting true intimacy of what's important, what do you value, what do you fear, what do you want, what do we want together, what do we want that's different. And when all of those pieces can really come up in a beautiful way where we can now see the pieces, we can talk about the pieces, we can move the pieces, then we can create something really beautiful together that is fulfilling, that's uplifting. And in the process of doing this in such a beautiful way is intimacy. And then the intimacy goes into the erotic and then that life fulfillment. And so now we're in this place of the infinity framework that Michael's talking about, where the one thing fuels the other instead of it being separate. And if there's one thing that I would just like, I'm feeling so super committed to is to help shine a light for people not to live compartmentalized. We're not a business here and a relationship here and our health is over here. We are one. We have one life. And the more we can incorporate all of the pieces of who we are, so we're consistent, we're aligned, we're in flow, and pull all those pieces together, lit up. That's where the magic like is really happening. And I know that as we continue to do that and share that and be in this relationship with you two and the people that are in the container, that it really elevates all of us.
Yeah. And one other piece I want to add to that as well is that you can hear someone articulate it. Like we've heard so much great information and great details. And the challenge is it's often like riding a bicycle. Someone could tell you how to ride a bicycle, but until you actually get on the bicycle and try it and start to feel, oh, this is what this feels like. This is what balance is. And that's what I love about what we're creating together with Love Like a Legend Mastermind is it is the time on the bicycle of relationship that we start to get, oh, this is it. Now I get it. I thought I got it, but now I feel it in my body. You really grok it. And so that's so cool about what we're creating together.
You've done such a good
nice.
job over these 3 days, beginning to, as you keep saying, like we're not just, you're not teaching it. You don't bring in a teacher where we're taking notes and then go off and try to do it later. It's an embodiment. It's a, well, let's try this on. It is the practice.
Yeah.
It is the doing. And that's what this year-long container is about, is having a playground where we're doing, not just learning, but we're doing the things and playing along all the way. And then, being there for each other when somebody falls off the slide and busts their ass, like it'll happen.
Yeah.
We've all had that, or the seesaw somebody jumps off the seesaw too quick and you get smacked.
I was picturing when you were talking about the playground that on the playground that we grew up with not too far from here, there was always like one part of that spinny wheel of death thing that there was just a big mud puddle on one side of it.
Right. Well, mud puddle the side of those in every city where you find it.
It's like, how does that happen? So
It gets scooted out from the running kid.
I think we're in the right container as I look around the room of kind of age bracket, because I'm definitely thinking of an old fashioned playground with the individual things, not the new modern ones where it's, one big thing together, but what I'm talking about.
Just rusted steel.
What is it? The smell of rust on your hands,
That.
Oh
awesome.
my God.
Thank you too. We're excited to go on this journey with you this year and learn from you as well, the two of us.
So excited.
I got to throw one more thing before you kick us out.
Out of here.
Hey, just bring the mimosas for everybody.
Which is when we come together in amazing places. Like, I believe with my whole heart, we've got to get out of our own environment for transformation.
Yeah.
We can do a lot here in this virtual world. And the fact that we are actually bringing people together to have real life experiences in amazing places, it allows you as a couple to open up. It's experiential for us. The travel is a big part of one of our values, of how we're designing our business and our life, is to be in cool places, but with cool people like that's like goal number one: be in cool places with cool people, doing cool things that elevate.
And have a cool life.
Have a cool life, exactly.
Hashtag cool life. Love it.
I love that hashtag cool life.
And what's cool to us is these deep, expansive, like, oh my gosh, I just learned that about myself. Oh my gosh, I just went deeper with you. Like, oh, I like it. That's the juicy stuff. That's the erotic. That's the intimacy. That's the play that just feels so alive and expansive. And that's also the energy of the sexual transmutation, like the energy that brings the creativity, that brings the success in your business. Yes. It's all one. It is all one. Like when we tap into that flow. So I'm so excited to go to amazing places with all of you to elevate these experiences and then the real connection. I can see it when you look across the room, like when you've actually spent human to human time with somebody, then coming into a Zoom room, there's a deeper connection than with the people that you haven't done that with yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So good. And I was going to say something, I totally lost it, but exactly the epic, like we are going to be having epics during these weekends as well, which is so much fun, right? Learning, growing.
One of the things that we didn't realize about the epic, because we've been in it so long, that so many of our community members, they practice epic, but then when we share what we're actually doing, they're like, oh, you do that too? Oh, you do that too? So to have us with you there to guide you through our 15-year practice, it'll shortcut that and help manifest all too. And I know you guys have an epic practice as well and have been doing it a long time. And so
but you said the sexual transmutation, right? That energy of bringing the focus on our relationship as fuel source and how does it serve the business? The infinity sign that you guys keep referring back to, right? And not compartmentalizing and giving us a place to have all of that together, and then all of that moved through the energy of our relationship. I haven't seen anything else like this in the world. And if I had, I'd be over there. But we had to create it because this is so important. So important.
Yeah.
So needed.
And we can talk about it later, but there's lots of layers, like the echo effect. It's not just about the couple, as I'm pointing to everybody in the room. We all create this ripple effect from our children, no matter how old they are or generations that
Pass
they
it
are.
down.
Our clients, our couples, there's a huge ripple effect that the more elevated and powerful and expansive and in love and creative that we are for each and every person that I see here in the room, that opportunity, that there's this ripple effect that together we make a bigger impact in how we're being, as well as what we can produce.
Beautiful. Well, thank you too. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here and loving this weekend and learned so much.
Yeah.
Both.
And they will be back with us this afternoon for the It Takes a Village panel. And if you haven't checked out their Rockstar interview,
It's great.
Really good stuff in there. And so thank you
Thank
too.
you.
Love you guys. We will
Love
see
you.
you.
Enjoy your
Have a great rest of the next few hours. We'll see
All
you.
right.
See you soon.
Take a breath for Kristen Michael, and then let's bring up Ingrid and Berkeley. Thanks for your patience, you two.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, good. Ah, wow.
Hello.
All really good. Thank you so much. It's been a great weekend. And I really hope that Ramasu and Ariel and Yvette and Thomas are joining the Eden World, because what they shared and how they've been with us has been amazing. So that's I just
Ariel Ramasu is. They joined.
Oh, good.
They joined recently. Yep.
Oh, yay. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. So I want to brag on Berkeley. And it actually happened during a break. And I think this came out of actually the coaching that you two have been doing with us, so it wasn't just out of this weekend. But we were walking, and he was talking about a project that he's working on, one of his creative, artistic, musical, projects that he has so many. And it's like, just like what Krista and Michael were talking about, it's like to be able to enter into each other's world. Well, I have ideas, and I want to be able to share them with him. And a pattern showed up where I guess what he was hearing was, you should do what I'm saying, which wasn't what I was saying. And that threw us into another pattern. And we're kind of deep in it. And then you said, let's do a redo, or can I have a redo? Nice. And it was amazing, because it's like, okay, fine, because this one's not working.
Down the misery go round.
And, and it just was so great just to be able to take two, and it certainly, and I felt like he was hearing me now as what I was speaking, as I was speaking it, not as what he was hearing before and reacting to. So that was just, and what's different, or what's shifted, I'd say that was a big one for me anyway. Yeah, so that was really important. And I just want to really say that was good.
Well,
that was really good
for you. And it speaks to what Sierra said about the buttons. And in this case, it's like, okay, the button, my button got pushed. Well, let's unpush the button, or not necessarily, or try to discard the button, but recognize that. And I want to thank you for a lot of just being able to jump out, realize, okay, I'm going to jump out of this funky emotional place that I'm in. I don't have to stay here. We don't have to stay here. We can decide, no, we're not going to stay in this, this triggered place, that we will just reset and go back to a place where we're loving and appreciative of each other, and and thank you for so much for doing that with me.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So to that point also is, and this really resonated with me too, with what Krista was just talking, or both Krista and Michael, about the infinity sign, and the integration of all aspects of our lives. It would appear that we're integrated because we're here in the house together all the time, but we're not, we're off doing our own things. And I I look forward to having ways not to be in each other's stuff or space so much, but more about how can we bring what we're up to and share and contribute, or just the way you were yesterday. I could talk to you a little bit about what I was planning to do with the park and all that, and you're a good sounding board and you could validate some things for me. So, have that kind of fun, because that's why else be in a relationship unless you have an ally and somebody that can be that. And it's amazing. We all have different styles. So how do we do that in ways that actually nourish and nurture each other? And I think, there's still so much to learn there. So, yeah. Yeah.
Ah, you made me cry just hearing all that. So it was so great, or at least tear up. It takes a little bit more to make me cry, but I definitely, it was just like, I'm so glad to hear that, because I loved hearing what you said, Berkeley, that you've gotten to the place now where you're like, oh, we don't have to stay in this crunch. You've now like recognized it, and now you can pull out of it. And that's been the biggest shift for us too. We've just like this whole weekend, as you can imagine, it's a lot of stress managing all the moving parts, and then being, hey, we're here, and then the team's like, this isn't working. And so, but we can get snappy with each other pretty quickly, and we've gotten so much better at just being like, okay, clearly we're both under-resourced. Just knowing that we're under-resourced is just helpful. We can lend each other a lot more grace. And so it sounds like you guys have been lending each other more grace and have the ability to be like, oh, let's try this again, shall we? So kudos to you both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a big thing.
It's really big. And it takes, it takes repetition of hearing things sometimes, right? You gotta like takes a minute for it to sink in. It takes practicing it. Like it takes something to even say, can we have a do-over, when you recognize, oh wait, we've been down this pattern before. We don't have to go there. I do have a tool for this. Let me use the tool, right? And then get back to loving each other. And it can be so simple, not easy, but so simple. And the reminders to do it. That's what we help each other with here. Yeah.
For me, it's in recognizing how much my ego can get invested in the pain.
Oh, yeah.
And then, well, this is, this is, I'm being attacked, or I'm being, I'm somehow being diminished here, but it's my ego that's speaking, and recognizing that I don't have to listen to that.
Well done, sir. Well done.
So good. Thank you.
It's an ongoing process.
It's ongoing. That's the thing. Second, never, right? It gets easier, and we grow, and then something new comes along, but it's a practice. It's a practice. Well done.
I think it'll be interesting to do the process that Kenya brought to us. Yeah, because she, just by naming those 4, or is it 3?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, animal, ego, and higher self. Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah.
So good.
There were 4 stages, or
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I gotta go back and write it all down.
I know. We're gonna bring her back for sure, and give. Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. Let's take a breath for you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
All right. So I just want to remind everybody, in about 15 minutes, we're going to have an amazing sound bath, and we're going to be able to integrate some of this even more. So stay tuned for that.
And then following that, we have Satyan and Susan from Warrior Sage. They are 2 warriors for love. Warriors for love. They have been, guiding couples and power couples for a long time.
Together 38 years.
38 years is what, they've got some beautiful, beautiful things to share with us. They're going to be on right after the sound bath. And at that time, there will be the singles room, which will open with Kimmy Seltzer. She has an extensive workshop for you. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but
it's called Dating Secrets Decoded: How to Attract Love with Sexy Confidence. Her biggest thing. So Kimmy is, I'll just quickly plug that for y'all, you singles. I've known Kimmy for close to 20 years now. And she used to have a company called Elite Image Makeovers. And she's helped stars and all sorts of people do makeovers because she helps people do it from the outside in. And she's also a therapist, so she works on the inside out as well. But having your confidence coming from here and then also, dressing up to match it makes a big difference. And so I know for me, I always feel better. My wife always finds me slightly more attractive when I don't have my big old clunky glasses on,
They're not
looking like
clunky, they're
this.
sexy.
They're sexy,
But I like his eyes. I love
feel
his
like
eyes.
being able to see my eyes. So I always notice she's like, you look so different. What's going on? And I'm like, I just don't have my glasses on, and you could see my face. And so I know if I want more confidence, because I want my woman to be more engaged with me, or I want things, I'll put on the clothes that make me feel good. I'll put on the things that remind me of who I am. So that's one part of it, but she's going to really show you how to grab confidence from your insides and bring it out and do a whole thing on it, because the world that we live in right now, when we were talking to her earlier about this, you have to be confident. You have to do things differently because people don't know how to date anymore, because it's a weird world, especially for us men. Like, I would have no clue how to do it if I was out there. And we're don't know if we should be this way or that way because of all, the Me Too and this, and there's so many different things, and we're trying to figure out how to actually, still be what a woman wants, or how that works. So whether you're a guy or a girl and you're single, it's great to have some confidence and learn some of these tools you're just going to do. So that starts at 11:15
Pacific, 2:15 Eastern.
Yep.
Yes.
So, all right. So about an hour from now.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go next?
Because I think maybe more shares to
Okay.
about the sanctuary.
Yeah, great. So who else would like to share? I see some beautiful faces. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. We'd love to hear your voice, just like some of the things that you learned.
And while you're feeling into it, I want to let you know that we have the mastermind, as we got to share, but we have the sanctuary, and the sanctuary has a lot more touch points throughout the year and is a lot less of an investment, and it's for a diverse variety of relationships, whereas the mastermind, the Love Like a Legend mastermind, is more specifically for people that are either in business together or in business in general, or have a career that they want to balance, or it's got a balance of the business side, the career side, and the love and relationship side. So if that's not you, and you've been hearing about the sanctuary, you've been hearing us talk about what is this thing called the sanctuary. The sanctuary is our place of practice. It's the place where we have regular touch points. It's all virtual, although we do have some live events. And as a member of the sanctuary, you get to have a membership price to come to the live and in-person events that we typically have once, sometimes twice a year, which are amazing. But otherwise, you can tune in. We have couples councils, which is something that we've been talking about all weekend. If you've been tuning in, couples councils is one of the best things about Eden. If anyone here wants to share about a couples council in a moment, just what that's been like for you, we welcome your voice in that. We have regular weekend experiences, much like this, not as full, more, but still with all the touch points. Basically what you've experienced here is what we do throughout the year, all year long in the sanctuary. So it's the place where you're going to be able to polish your edges. You're going to be able to be held. You're going to be able to learn new tools. You're going to be meeting new friends. You're going to get to hang out with us if you join at that level, because there's two levels. There's one level that is get access to all of the weekends and the community. And then there's another level that gets a bit more access to epic date nights, and Rono and I doing something like this every month with you in a love lounge, which is more connecting, coaching, conversation, very much like for those of you, if you were in the VIP room on Friday night, that was very similar to what our heart lounges are. And many, many, many other perks and benefits, including an online space, not on Facebook. It's this private space, so you can get off of Facebook and be in this private space. And we bring in experts all year long. So there's just guided experiences, touch rooms, all sorts of fun stuff. So we encourage you to check out the link and look at the two levels of the sanctuary. this weekend alone, we are giving it to you at nearly half price off. Half price for the lower tier, or it's not going to say lower tier, but what would you call that tier?
Just the sanctuary.
Yeah, the sanctuary, and almost half price off for the other tier. I want to say this, and you'll hear about this more later, but if for some reason you're not here with your partner, or you need a little bit more time to decide because you want to take it in, you want to really look, you want to have that conversation, we totally get that. If you book a call with our team before the end of the weekend for this coming week, you'll have the whole week we'll lock in the discount, the event special discount. So you can just say, yeah, you know what, and having a conversation would be a great thing. We can really look at what are your goals? What are you wanting? How can this help you? How much or how little would you want to attend, and really like tailor it, because this is the more you show up, the more you gain, but we're all busy. And so this isn't like one of those, this is not a program where you have to like meet every step in order to get the result. This is a community. This is an ongoing experience. We have members that have been with us for years and years and years, because it just keeps giving more ways to evolve your relationship.
One of our members years ago said, it's like assurance for your relationship instead of insurance, but assurance. And so we'd love to have you. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's really amazing. So please do check it out. If we put the link in the chat.
Right there. Yep.
Is that the link? That doesn't look like a link. Oh, is it hyperlinked?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So the link's in the chat. Please do check it out. And to book a call, all you have to do is text the 442-222-2346 number, and we will get you a link and we can get you on a call. So if you're curious, you just want to extend that invitation, that price point, then text the 442-222-2346, and we will get you scheduled and have that conversation.
Yeah. Even if it's just a text message today, we can talk later in the week. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right. Who else has got to share? I know there's at least two more people there. Yes. Go for it, Marianne.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I just wanted to put in a plug for couples who maybe haven't been married 40 years. I had the honor on Friday, of being with some couples who had been married less than 5 years in the connection room. And I love that they were sharing, we have a good relationship and we want to keep it that way. We want to keep improving. It's not couples therapy. When we joined several years ago, we weren't in a good place. And we made the decision to take the money that we were saving for our 40th anniversary trip, and we invested that in Eden because we knew we weren't in a good place. And we've learned so much, and we keep leveling up. Joel bought Level Up book, after that he already started reading it.
Yeah. Kenya's leveled up.
Yeah, that's the second self-development, self-help book that he's bought in our life together, because he was so impressed. So he continues to learn, and I continue to grow. So I just want to tell new couples, or people who haven't been married as long as we have, and who have a good relationship. This is a way to continue to make it strong and learn new things and make it better. So it's not just for couples who are in trouble or, wanting to find a better way to communicate. It's wherever you are in your relationship, it's going to make it better. And I think that's just what's so helpful about Eden and about being held in community. We're in 2 couples councils, and we've learned so much from them. And I think the biggest thing that I walked away with is, first of all, feeling a little less crazy. When you have challenges, when you don't know what to do, right, you feel like you're alone in it, and that there must be something wrong with you, or there must be something wrong with your relationship, or maybe we made a bad choice 40 years ago and now we're just stuck with it. All of those thoughts can go through your head. And then when you realize, oh, these are life challenges. These are getting to learn how to navigate this crazy thing called life. And as you grow, the challenges change. So it's getting new skills and looking at things with a fresh lens, fresh eyes. So I just want to say there's so much here for us. And there's so much here for, I think, couples and the whole continuum. So I hope lots and lots of people join, and I look forward to meeting lots more new people and learning from them. So thank you.
Well,
thank you, Marianne.
So
nice.
So good. Take a breath for that. So good. And there's a beautiful share in the chat I want to read, and I want to speak to the singles as well, because Kimmy has a community for you as well. We have partnered with Kimmy Seltzer specifically because for the longest time, we have been asked over and over and over and over and over again, why can't the singles be in Eden? Can you please serve the singles? And we would love to, and we did for this weekend, and we do things here and there that when we can. But it is a very different conversation that you're having versus what we're having, and we did a great job of blending it. And what Christine Anna said, thank you. I'm going to read this. Speaking as a pre-couple, I am now crystal clear with my why I desire to be coupled. I also learned that I do not have to dampen my erotic blueprint in order for my future partner to feel comfortable with my ecstatic life of freedom and love. Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. And thank you for the singles and women only breakout rooms. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So beautiful. You said it best. That's what we wanted you to walk away with, is that why. And so please do attend Kimmy's session. We've known her forever. She's been in the space serving singles, men and women, for a very long time. You'll be in good hands. She has an invitation for you as well that involves community and connection and her services. And there's 2 levels as well. So go check that out later this afternoon, in an hour from now, and really consider that. And we'll figure out how to weave more single stuff in moving forward. But Kimmy's the place right now. And Eden World is open. We have our online Mighty Network. So there is a place that you can be in it for singles. So there is a space, but the sanctuary is for couples.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Any other shares?
Probably gotta.
All right. So I'm going to play this little video, and then we're going to transition into the sound bath. I'm guessing maybe I'll play the video, then I'll ask the question. All right.
Okay.
So our team just put this together, and it brought tears to our eyes. So we just wanted to share it with you.
I'm Anahita Anais.
I'm Bastian Den Braber.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Devin.
I'm Michael.
I'm Kristen.
Minal Kelker.
Chris Kelker.
I'm Rose.
I'm Cez.
I'm David.
And I'm Sherry.
I was just blown away by the genius of that idea.
It really takes an entire village to raise a couple.
We have a 10 out of 10 relationship, but there's always more.
How can we level up from here?
Together we grow higher, faster. It's couples supporting couples.
We can learn from couples who've been together almost 40 years.
You feel like you're among equals.
It's so open-minded about talking about all sorts of subjects that can be very taboo. It's a mirroring place where you'll find answers for yourself through other people that have gone through it before you.
When I read the 12 Principles of Eden World, I was just blown away. Like, here's something really fresh and new that I have not encountered before.
The love, the interest, and the fun. I mean, it's fun. Eden is fun.
Just to have that access to that community feels like medicine. We feel part of something that is big and profound. I'm getting chills talking about it.
Very awesome, right? That makes me feel good. Brings tears to my eyes. Just hearing that about just
the impact.
Yeah. Like Sierra and I, for so many years, we were trying to find it for ourselves and we couldn't find it. So we gathered all our friends together and said, let's build this together. And so again, we'll stop here, but we invite you to check out the sanctuary. And if the mastermind calls to you as well, please check that out. And, book a call with us if you're not sure. We're happy to connect and talk about it.
Yeah.
Breath for all that. All right.
Yeah.
So we have another gorgeous, amazing couple. So I'm gonna add them here because
Yeah.
Andrew, you probably don't know who
go right
they
there.
are. And there they are.
Hello, you two. So we recently met these beloveds. You're going to actually hear from them again later today. They're also on the It Takes a Village panel. But we found out that Sophia does sound baths and has beautiful medicine of music that she's going to share with us today. And her beloved Julian, who's sitting there, they have a newborn, not so newborn, but he's still baby. He's still. So they've been able to take time away from the baby to be
Grandma
with
and
us.
Grandpa, right? Came over and took. Yeah. So thank goodness for Grandma and Grandpa. All you Grandma and Grandpas out there, thank you so much.
Thank you. Exactly. Right. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It does.
So she's going to bring us into a beautiful space where you get to receive and integrate and, drop in deeper into your body and allow this experience and this beautiful sound to wash over you. And anything you would like to share, Sophia? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're so grateful to be here. And again, I'm Sophia Cantaluz. This is my husband, Julian to most. And just grounding into the space here. And just one tech reminder before getting into that is we do have another angle. Yep. Feel free, Rono, to use that as you may. So we are so grateful to be here. We've been absorbing all of these shares. So it sounds like it's really been a journey already through the weekend. And before we begin, I just wanted to offer an exercise for anyone who is open to it. And this is going to be for anyone wanting to just deepen relationship, connect deeper, whether you're here, it's just you in the room, or you're here with your partner. First, we'll just take a few breaths together, and as you exhale, remember to just clear and cleanse anything that doesn't need to be there. And we'll begin with that. So we'll inhale all.
So everyone, for right now, just turn up your volume all the way because we have the volume lower because when she starts with the singing bowls in her voice, it gets really loud. So just so you know. So you can turn up your volume and then you'll hear her more.
You know what? Is this better? Because I can, yeah.
Adjust.
Great. Perfect.
I'll adjust. I'll remember.
Okay. Great.
Thank you, Ronan.
Yes.
All right. So just connecting deep with ourselves or with anyone that's here with their partner. So all taking a breath in together. And on the exhale, release anything that just doesn't need to be there right now. We'll do this 2 more times. And exhale. Clearing and cleansing. And once more. And so the exercise I'll offer the group is a short one just to create coherence with yourself and with your partner if they're here with you. And I invite couples to face each other if that feels comfortable. And you can also use this as an opportunity to get comfortable in the space you're in. And as you face each other, just take 15 seconds to look into each other's eyes. And notice, is this the first time I've done this in a while? Or maybe it just feels like home, like all the time. Silence and awareness is just as important as sound. And the short exercise then is to, if you're feeling it, bring your forehead to your partner's. And if it's just you, bring a hand to your heart. And I'll invite one person at a time in your own space. No need to be off mute. This is just between you and yourself or your partner. One person at a time. start humming a note. Anything that comes to mind, the first note that comes to mind, just let it out softly or loudly, and the partner match it. And just hold that. You might have to breathe. Just breathe and keep going, and notice what it feels like to come into coherence. Maybe you feel silly. Maybe you feel amazed, in sync. So just finish this last note for the first person. And if it's just you, just keep going. I'll invite the couples to switch. The other person leads now. All right. So just nothing to hold on to there. Just doing something new. I'm grateful for you being open to that. And now I invite you all to just relax and receive. Bring an intention forward. Hold it in your heart as you drift into the sound. And yes, just the invitation and the offer for me as I sing will be to connect deeper, but of course, bring your own intention from the weekend and the integration with you. slowly, in your own time, your own rhythm and pace, come back. Come back. Be here and now. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, you two.
How was that for you both?
Mm-hmm.
Emoting and sharing and giving.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's magical. It's a gift to be able to share that. And I feel all of you here, so just thank you for being here. That it's really how it feels to me. I feel that I fit into the space that is around, created by everyone here, and that's how the notes come out. I just feel where they fit and where I fit with them.
I love that.
This was one of Julian's first times joining me, so I would just like to thank him. He's my support, my best, most sturdy support all the time, and more than just music, but he is also someone who helped me open my voice, so thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I wouldn't have known it was your first time, brother.
No, you did amazing. And Eden's known for firsts. So we love when we hear that.
We have a running tab. We're well over probably close to 1 million firsts now.
Add me to that list, my friend.
Yes, 1,000,001. Well done.
Thank you for having us. And see you in a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yep. We'll have the panel at 4 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. Pacific.
No, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Pacific. We've been mixing that up all weekend.
All the
We're
times.
like,
Happening right here, right now.
Exactly. It's happening now. Exactly.
And if anybody has any words that they want to share, gratitude for Sophia,
love in the chat.
Love in the chat, or you can just
exactly. Yep. And just in 15 minutes we'll have Satyen and Susan, and we have a whole amazing experience with them, thanks to these two magical souls that helped us get reconnected with Satyen and Susan. So you had a hand in them being here. Thank you so much. But yeah, if anyone wants to share any love, either unmute and just say a little something or pop something in the chat. You got some magical thank yous, Rockstars. Oh, beautiful, beautiful sound experience with such gorgeous energy.
Magical. Thank you. Beautiful. So, cool. All right. So we're just going to leave the room open. I'll turn on some music, and we have Rajan Satyen joining us in about 15 minutes. So thanks, everybody.
Raja, Susan, you keep using his last name. It's Susan Satyen.
Susan and Satyen.
Masters, you do not want to miss. And for you single people, you single beloveds, I'm going to pop in the chat, head on over to Kimmy's line. She's going to start in 14 minutes from now. So I will pop that in right now.
And I'm so glad that Margarita, you had a beautiful release and cried it out. So that's what it's here for. So well done.
Yes. I wanted to say thank you so much for that gift today. I needed that. I actually parked my butt in a park with my dog and grounded in nature so that I can really take in the love that you guys are offering here today. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Beautiful. Oh, so glad, Margarita. Wonderful.
Yay. So good.
Oh, there she is.
Yay. Good to see your face.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool.
Beautiful. All right, Sophia, we will see you in a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. And relax and enjoy. Singles, head on over to the line. I posted the line in the chat. You can just click right here. Password love is love, all lowercase, all one word.
And Andrew, I'm going to copy a new slide for you to put up once I find it. I'm going to put it at the bottom of our slides. Now it's slide 25.
You want the Zoom line, do you? Oh, Kimmy, or wait.
Gotcha. I'll take a look at the slide deck.